Everyone, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I am here with my brother, and we are here to discover, is Cryptic Command still worth it in Modern Merfolk? You know, Cryptic Command is here to replace Spreading Seas. Spreading Seas, however, pretty key card against Tron, and Tron and a bunch of other decks have gotten stronger and more dominant in Modern online because of the London Mulligan system. If you want to learn more about the evolution of Cryptic Command, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into our deck tech, we're going to thank our sponsor, themanabase.com, your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. And I have new patrons supporting me on Patreon. Thank you all for your support, supporting the channel. So I would like to thank very much to Scuffsy. I'd like to thank Michael Hellman, Jeffrey Gluck, Eric Westland, and also thanking Westland for raising their pledge on Patreon. I'd like to thank the Evil Empire MTG, John Jacobs, Christian Human, Sam Lips, Max Vores, Nathan Repka, Filthy Fish, and Henrik. Thank you all so much for your support on Patreon. So, I'm just getting back into playtesting Merfolk, and I've heard some sentiments from the Merfolk community. It's a bit of a weird time to be playtesting Merfolk, or even just Modern in general, because there are so many variables that may not stick. Will the London Mulligan stick and stay? What is Modern Horizons going to bring that could completely shake up the format? Which it will. So many other decks are going to be transformed, new archetypes will be created, maybe new nemesises will be put to rest. So it's very hard to tell what's going to be correct for Merfolk right now, but I can say that at least online, the meta is relatively hostile. A lot of aggressive decks. A lot of people are trying out really stupid nonsense. There are still a lot of what?
That's what they're here to see.
That's what they're here to see. Well, we're not going to do the stupid. We're not going to be part of that stupidity. But the point is that Modern, everyone's trying to break the London Mulligan. And there's still a lot of solid decks. We see in the opens, Hardened Scales Affinity still doing well. Spirits, Humans, Dredge, Is It Phoenix, all the big name players still around. They haven't gone away. So how are we going to play and adapt to those decks? Well, we've got this. I will admit that it feels like quite a bit to be putting Spreading Seas away or playing with less Spreading Seas than I normally would, because Tron has gotten a lot more popular. I do see a lot more Tron. I hear from the community, Tron is everywhere. Cryptic Command is just much worse against Tron. It's not where you really want to be. It's fine in combination with Spreading Seas, in combination with Tectonic Edge, because it will become a very useful counterspell late in the game. However, it may not be, you may not get there because they're going to have turn 3 Tron and blow you up and then play Ugin on turn 4, and then you can't do anything about it. In Cryptic Command, you can't reliably play this by turn 4. It's more like a turn 5, turn 6 card, a card that you use to finally finish your opponent off by, tapping down all your opponent's creatures and then getting in for victory. So, I just want to see how well the deck is still going to turn out. I would still if I have a 50-50 matchup against Tron and I can beat everything else, I would be happy with that. I could accept that, but I don't know if we do. So I am willing to shelve the Cryptic Commands, or putting 2 of them in the sideboard, and we move back to Spreading Seas as our way to get in unblockable damage, and also a way to neutralize Tron, but this will be I'm going to see how far I can still stretch Cryptic Command. Now, other things I want to do with the list, I want to be super focused, super powerful. So we're going with things like, I got rid of the Mistcaller in the main deck because I found It's fine against Dredge, but not great, and it's fine against Izzet Phoenix, but not great. I find I side them out, and I rather have much more powerful cards for Dredge. And by the way, if you want to win a tournament, you got to beat Dredge. If you know there's a Dredge player in your tournament, you have to beat them. So I got 2 Grafdigger's Cages, 2 Surgical Extractions, 4 Relic of Progenitus, all for the Dredge matchup.
You can also beat him in the parking lot too, so you can't play the game.
I don't advise that, but I guess that's an option. What else do we have? So I'm playing with less 1-drops, but I still think, like 6 1-drops are pretty good. I like Curse Catcher just because it's more versatile against a very wide range of decks. I mean, it's even fine against Tron to slow down Ancient Stirrings and Sylvan Scrying. For Spell Pierce, I can't say that I love this card, but I do still want to stay at the 1 mana interaction. Maybe 2. I'm removing Wizard's Retort, and I'm hoping that I can lean on Spell Pierce and Cryptic Command. Because I'm going much more fast, I want to go faster. We're working with the Max Lords, and I'm also bringing in Phantasmal Image to copy our Lords. So we're going really low heavy. Underneath, I'm basically going Merfolk aggro. If I have to play a long game, I will, but I want to go aggro. Why are we playing with Phantasmal Image now and not in the past? Because Izzet Phoenix dropped Gutshot, where a lot of the lists are playing a lot less. They're playing less because Gutshot's not good anymore. All the decks that were weak to Gutshot, they're not around anymore. So now Izzet Phoenix would rather play with something like Surgical Extraction as the free mana spell, not with Gutshot. So I think it's much more safer to bring out Phantasmal Image, copy our Mutavaults, copy our Lords. I really like the look of... I like Phantasmal Image. I love him. But it's just hard for him to be positioned. There is... What else do I want to say about this? Yeah, we're just going to go Lord Heavy. We still got the 4 Hercules recalls. Whir Pit Prison is not as dominant as it was when I first started showing Cryptic Command. I saw a lot of Whir Prison a long time ago. And it's not even... Whir Prison isn't even that big of a deck in the opens anymore. We were seeing a lot of hype around it, and then it just suddenly died. But you still have to beat Hardened Scales Affinity and even regular Affinity here and there. But then again, this may not be necessary. Maybe we just try to beat Hardened Scales Affinity with Spreading Seasons and stuff like that. But still, the Hercules recalls. And so random Tectonic Edges, again, just to respect Tron. Spreading Seas, just to respect Tron. So we just have a little bit more Tron hate than we normally would. I never experimented with more colorless lands. I was trying to be very conservative and safe with 19 blue sources, 2 colorless sources, but now I'm going to squeak another colorless source in with Tectonic Edge, and we got another one in the sideboard if we need it. All right, so that is our list. This is before War of the Spark has come out, but I don't think War of the Spark is going to make gigantic changes in Modern, but still, it'll probably make some changes. But anyway, this is sort of the last playtesting that he can do before War of the Spark comes out, but with the new London Mulligan. Let's go play in our competitive league. Hallelujah, we won the die roll. It's useless. We got a mulligan this hand. Oh, this hand's not very good either.
It's a 1-drop.
Damn, the Tectonic Edge already hurting me. Mulligan to 5. Well, our opponent mulliganed. Gives us a little bit more room to mulligan again. The only thing we can cast a Curse Catcher, and we can cast a Mare Regery if we draw one more land. We have to draw an island, where this hand doesn't do anything. I'm gonna mulligan again. I don't want any of those stupid risky hands.
Oh, there's your islands.
There's my islands, and I'm gonna keep this. And I think I'm gonna put the islands on the bottom. 2 islands. So we have 2 islands, and then anything we draw, we should be able to cast. So it's an interesting decision. I could also get rid of the Spell Pierce and 1 land, and that guarantees that we have lands for at least the next...
You should keep that Spell Pierce.
And it guarantees that we have at least lands to get to Mare Regery and then 1 land to get to Cryptic Command. The problem is Cryptic Command is like a support card. It's not what you do to get the beat down on. But anyway, I'm going to keep this. Oh, my clock... It's got to be more clear when it's my turn to put things on the bottom. But I'll put the lands.
It does not say.
What? I know it doesn't say anything.
All right, Come on, some spell pierce. Ugh.
Oh no, we can spell pierce an ether vial. Oh, casting creatures. All right, well this thing sucks, and and we're up against humans, so we need. Oh, we're gonna need that third land. We're gonna get stomped. Champion of the parish. Sure. Our spell pierce and our cryptic command just got a lot worse. Alright, well, so we curve out anyway. Let's hope our opponent cannot do very much after this. We basically started with like almost no cards. His cryptic commands are spell pierces. Well, I can't say cryptic is complete garbage, but it's not ideal. It's not ideal. I do like how my deck is built for humans. If I could go 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop into Mare Reejery, that would have been great, but we didn't get that hand. I can't block anything. And humans also coming back.
From the dead.
Basically. Okay, we're going to tap this Mantis Rider. Okay, here's the plan. We draw another land, and we are chaining cryptics over and over and over again. We have to hope we keep drawing. We draw a land, and we keep drawing cryptic commands. And then we're on business! Can we live through this? 4, 8, 11? Yeah, we can live. Alright. Oh no! Champion gets 2. I don't live. I have to chump block the Thales Lieutenant.
I need a Hail Mary.
Okay, we're dead. I'm not coming back. Or could I have come back? So I draw... I mean, I guess I should just play... Yeah, okay, now I'm super dead. It's just that after I block this thing, I'm going to have a 2-2. Because I have to... I guess I have to chump block the Champion of the Parish. And I take 8, go to 3, and then...
Should have kept that first hand.
Even if I chain a million cryptic commands together, it won't work. No, I can't. The first hand had nothing.
It had an island and a colorless.
No, that was the second hand.
No.
Oh no, was it? Or what? Was it the first hand?
Or maybe it was.
No, it was the second. I think it was the second hand.
Whatever.
So cards that are useful, spreading seas, or is there anything? Yeah, actually, so there's a bit of a deck design problem here. I don't have enough things to take out. I got this one spell pierce. I'm gonna bring in spreading seas and the tectonic edge land. Spell pierce doesn't have enough things to hit. Maybe it'll be okay post forward, just as a random one of to hit their dismembers or gut shot if they're running it. But it's not ideal. I don't know. Turn 1 on the play, we can hit an ether vial. Deck design problems.
Nothing's perfect.
Especially Cryptic Merfolk.
Cryptic.
Aside from the one time that we played with Field of Ruin, I've done very well with Cryptic Command Merfolk. Very well. But I have to say, because of the London Mulligan, things are probably different. Like, the original reason to play Cryptic Command was actually to give myself a lot of game against War Prison, especially in Game 1, which I thought which did explode. It was very popular, but nothing came of it. This hand's fine. Wish I had a 1-drop, but I can live with this. Okay. So I'm going to play a Lord. Oh, come on. Like that is so significant to have that Curse Catcher out first. Like attack for 2 and then I can attack for 6. It's tempo backbreaking. looks like it's going to be a champion of the parish. Into a Thala's lieutenant. Ooh, a meddling mage. If they name Merfolk Trickster, we're doomed.
That's probably just gonna be Lord of Atlantis. It's always Lord of
It's
Atlantis.
always Lord of Atlantis. Mara Regery, alright. That's also pretty smart.
That's what he saw last time. No marrow. Good.
Do I attack you and then play Merfolk Trickster? I really want to prevent this champion of the parish from getting enormous, but it's going to be very hard to do that. I would like to just play Merfolk Trickster at end of turn over and over and over and over again, if I can. I'm thinking of attacking with the Mass of the Pearl Trident. And if they block with Meddling Mage, then they block with Meddling Mage. Because if they play Thala's Lieutenant, then the entire board gets big anyway. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So at upkeep, I think I'm going to Trickster Champion of the Parish. With one trigger on the stack, there's going to be less options for our opponent. Oh. Okay. So with them activating, they're going to hopefully lose a counter. Okay. Noble Hierarch.
Good.
So I'm trying to keep my life total as high as possible. I'm trying to keep also enough creatures off of the board as possible on their part. You know, the Meddling Mage doesn't look dangerous, but in actuality, like after your opponent plays Thala's Lieutenant, it's pretty dangerous. Ooh, maybe our opponent does not have a lot of gas going for them. Come on, land. Just want to keep putting things on the board.
Silver Gale card draw.
No, I think I'm going to continue to play Merfolk Tricksters at end of turn. Keep Champion of the Parish small. Keep adding to the board while I do that. Okay, so before this Ether Vial gets a counter, I'll try to do this again. Maybe they have a 2-drop. Maybe they don't. And the way that they played with their Ether Vial implies that they have... Oh, no, it doesn't. It does not actually imply that they have a 3-drop, but they can.
A 3-drop is Mantis Rider.
Yeah, if they play Mantis Rider now to attack me for 3, well, then the Champion of the Parish is a little bit smaller. Okay. Can't be countered, but not a big deal. Can't take anything. Swing and a miss.
But now he knows.
They know that.
Now he knows.
Actually, the Mantis Rider is worth 4 damage because of the Noble Hierarch. So anyway, that's another counter that our opponent is not getting from the Kitesail Freebooter. I guess they drew that for the turn. So let's now start maybe attacking. I could attack for 4 and then play Silvergill Adept at end of turn. That's possible. There's 2 options. They have Mantis Rider or they have Reflector Mage. Both possible. It's also possible they have nothing. But they've had 3... Oh, okay, hold on. Maybe they are not... Maybe they're actually representing more nothing than something. They've got the mana here for a few turns, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the first turn that they had access to 3 mana. No, they had it with Horizon Canopy. Or maybe they didn't. What turn are we on? We're on turn 5? They definitely had 3 mana for quite a while. So they actually don't... They're less likely to have a 3-drop right now. I actually think they have nothing in hand. Or very, very little. Okay, we're gonna go for the attack.
Swing for 6.
If they have Reflector Mage, whatever. I'm gonna lose some creatures. Because they'll bounce the Lord of Atlantis and eat a Merfolk Trickster. That's just how it's gonna be. Otherwise, I would play Lord of Atlantis. They still play Reflector Mage, bounce my Lord of Atlantis. I have 2 creatures still on the board, but I'm not thrilled about my position. What I don't like is I can't curve out. Like, I'm playing 1 thing a turn. That's very dangerous. The other line was still to attack with 2 Tricksters, and if they vial anything in, I can still vial in. I can still play the Trickster and, like, tap this thing down. So what, they can attack me for 6.
If he so chooses.
Yeah. Okay, Tectonic Edge. This is good. This gives me a chance to come back here. Oh, I guess another reason they weren't playing any of their 3-drops is because they're all Reflector Mages. Okay, so this is a situation where I think the 3 damage is not worth it. I'm going to wait. And then hopefully empty my hand next turn with the Mare Regery. No, we're just going to get tempoed out and lose. For sure! So now they're going to attack for 8, 9. But I think that's it. We're okay. If we draw another island, I can play Silvergill Adept and play Merfolk Trickster. So it's not entirely over, but the problem is if our life total gets too low, Kitesail Freebooter with the Exalted trigger is going to do us in. And I'm running out of Merfolk Tricksters. I need a Merfolk Trickster for this thing. Okay. Now we can't even play Merfolk Trickster in the future.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, chump, 5 damage. No, I'm dead. Okay, we lose 2 humans. I think humans is pretty rough. I probably should consider designing my deck in order to beat humans as well. It's another negative for Cryptic Command right now. Humans has gotten way more popular than Spirits has. Like the big decks right now seems to be Humans, seems to be Dredge, seems to be Izzet Phoenix, seems to be Hardened Scales Affinity, and I think I have to be building the deck in order to beat all 4 of these things. I think, though, the list is still fine, but I drew Curse Catcher at the wrong moment. I will say, though, maybe we can abuse the London Mulligan system by playing with 4 Aether Vial even in a Cryptic Command list. That's possible, because playing with 1 less Aether Vial is going to be a big disadvantage against a deck like Humans. But anyway, that is round 1, so now let's get into round 2. So we have lost the die roll, and we've got a pretty crummy hand. Yeah, I'm just going to mulligan this. Oh, this hand's a lot better. We can keep this. Just put one Cryptic Command on the bottom. We at least have something to do on turn 1, some other things to do on other turns. Oh, again, it's waiting for me.
Cards are highlighted. I should put it on a post-it note.
Ooh, we're up against Eldrazi and Taxes, probably. Can we hit an Ether Vial?
It's usually their...
Oh, maybe it's... Or is it Abzan? 1 black? Maybe it's Abzan. They're thinking better of it, what they're doing. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. I don't know what deck this is, but... You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Maybe I should let it resolve anyway. And I can play Spell Pierce on turn 3. Sure, I'll let them do whatever they want to do. Not sure. Oh, damn, I drew another one. Okay, so the idea is play Trickster at end of turn, and then on turn 3, we can play Master of the Pearl Trident, and we'll have Spell Pierce backup for our creatures. I'll Spell Pierce this.
Get out of here with it. Get another one? Let's see another one.
You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life again. This is technically card advantage. Alright, let's... Sure, I'll let it happen again. It does help us, honestly. I mean, it does help us. Okay. Thoughtseize resolves.
Loses 2 life.
What is going on here? Took the Trickster. Okay, Thoughtseize me again? Oh, you might. Okay.
Half the work is done.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I don't have anything going for me right now either. And the Spell Pierce is getting worse. They seem to have a very cheap curve.
Tap one more. Well, if he wants to play it, he'll have to pay for it.
Sure, this can resolve. Hoping to draw 1 Merfolk here. So I guess I'm going to attack. I'm going to Cryptic bounce 1 Spirit. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Draw a card. Not looking good, though. Not looking good.
Tap it all for something. Come on. Keep going. Keep going.
Ooh. Sure.
On lunch break?
Exile up to 2 cards and they gain 2 life. I guess I want to keep untapping lands just in case I draw lords. Benthic Biomancer's pretty good.
Benthic Biomancer is great.
Okay, let's attack the Kaya. Play Biomancer. Tap lands. Have as much lands. Maybe even activate Benthic Biomancer at end of turn. And now pass. I hope our opponent isn't playing with sweepers. Oops! That's right. You can do that. Okay, so let's activate you then. Maybe turn you into a better card. That's not really a better card.
But it does thin the deck.
This is some sort of attrition-based deck, that's for sure. Kai's at 1 now. It's really hard to get anything out of the Spell Pierce now. It's like really hard. Okay, I guess this thing resolves. Another Shambling Vents. These are all pretty dangerous too. I'm sort of risking something dying to a 2-mana spell, but I can't think of many things that would do that at instant speed. That's pretty good. These things only have lifelink, not death touch.
Lord of Atlanta should have flash.
Lord of Atlanta should have a lot of things. Okay, so... I guess tap a Shambling Vent. So if that's tapped, now nothing can activate, right? That costs 3 mana. So we're going to send Maregiri at the Kaya. I'm actually just a little bit short from killing our opponent.
Next turn.
Okay, hopefully they don't have Wrath of God.
Are you a god?
Or Damnation. And I swear, like, a deck like this would play something like that.
He's had a million turns to draw it.
I think in the future, because the deck has such a low curve, I'm going to be more aggressive on the Knight's Whisperers. Yeah, I'm just going to be much more aggressive on the Knight's Whisperers. Depending on like what we have in the sideboard, I may or may not use, may or may not keep Spell Pierce.
Should have at least made him pay for it.
I gotta keep this just in case they play like Lingering Souls and try to flash it back. See? See? See, now I can counter the flashback. This is buying me time. Ooh. Well, at least they're gonna pay for it. They want to pay for the flashback? You're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay life! Alright, so where's my Cryptic Command? Cryptic Command for victory! Nope.
Well, redraw. Well,
okay, I'm going to be basically tapped out if I play this thing. So there's no point. Let's attack. Okay, no, do you know what? I might make a better decision if I know what I'm drawing. Whatever. Okay, we'll attack with the these two.
you fool.
Fool! Damn, white-black deck. Orzhov. This is like a serious Orzhov deck. Alright, Field of Ruin. What else do you have to do? Oh, another Kaya. Okay, that's not too bad.
They gain 2 life.
Oh no, they're gonna eat my My guy.
Well, they can only block one thing.
No, they can't. No, they can block more. They got a million.
Vents.
They have all the vents. I'm flooding out now.
But you're at a very healthy 20. He's at 2.
Am I flooding out? I drew 8 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures that got exiled. Oh no, I can't see. I don't know what else has been exiled. No, maybe I'm not flooding out. Maybe this is normal.
He's at 2. You're at 20.
Even Cryptic Command wouldn't be very good right now. I think I'm just going to pass. They're going to gain... So now they're going to gain life progressively every single turn. Shambling Vents now going to get into the red zone. What does this mean? You have a removal spell? Well, you're leaving the spirit back to block. Okay, I think I'm going to start exchanging things. Hopefully they don't have a removal spell. They do not.
There she is.
What to do with it, though? Okay, so you can activate this once. So pay 3. What if that last doesn't even kill anything right now?
Could you, it taps all permanents, right? Even his lands?
No, taps all creatures.
That is it, taps all permanents.
Tap all creatures your opponents control.
Well, just hope that he turns them into vents then.
Pay 3. Activate this. Tap all creatures. Okay, so I'm just making sure that they can't activate the other vents. They can't. They cannot do that. Okay, so I guess I'm going to attack Kaya. Okay, that will happen. Tap all creatures my opponents control. Draw a card. This is a very bad use of this card, by the way. Ugh, and I drew garbage. Cryptic Command looking really bad right now. Master of Waves would have just won a long time ago. Now my opponent can attack for a lot here. They can attack for 5, gain 4 life. Gain another 2 life off of the Kaya. I am very poorly dealing damage. I guess I really needed to counter those Night's Whispers a long time ago. Being conservative with the Shambling Vent, though. Okay, so this is good. I'm just gonna pass.
He's empty-handed.
Shambling Vent will trade. No, but actually I can trade the Shambling. I don't want to trade a Lord of Atlantis with the Shambling Vent.
Probably don't have to.
I do, because they can double block Shambling Vent and the Spirit. They'll definitely double block. This is lame. Super lame. And I got this rotting Spell Pierce in my hand.
The Spell Pierce is bad luck.
Well, we're gonna get... Actually, I don't even want a Spell Pierce.
Let him lose a life.
They might not cast it. Sorry, they may not pay for it. Ultimate's getting close. Deals damage to target player equal to the number of cards that player owns in exile. We are definitely losing. We're definitely flooding out, though.
Yeah,
like, this is way, way too many lands. For turn 13, I have 9... I've missed, like, 3 land drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've drawn way more cards than our opponent. Yeah, we're... Well, maybe we're not certainly dead. I should stop doing this. I'm getting impatient here. Well, cards were coming. Well, the problem is I lose to the Kaya Ultimate. They'll so they path that, attack me for 5, and then I'm doomed.
You.
They bury me. Okay, so we want Tectonic Edge. We want Relic is fine. No, well, Relic is okay. I'll see what we can. We're definitely bringing in Spreading Seas. I'm definitely siding out some lands, an island, an Ether Vial, another island. No. Are we going to go back up? We have 21 lands with the Tectonic Edge. 2 Tectonic Edges, that's fine. So we still have too many cards. Take out maybe 1 Spell Pierce. Or maybe I take out... Spell Pierce is pretty weak against this deck. They are so heavy on lands. I like everything else, though. Curse Catcher might be poor. Okay, we'll take out 1 Spell Pierce. Is there anything else they use the graveyard for? Relic would only be to beat Lingering Souls, and I don't think that's worth it. Do we want to be on the play? Does tempo matter here? They've got Kaya. Oh, they've got Kaya. Maybe I should have sided out some more, like, Curse Catchers. Do you like to be on the play first? I'm going to say no. I'm going to be on the draw here.
You might want to be careful. This mug is developing a big crack in it.
Is it?
Yes.
Where?
On the other side. That line, that's a crack developing.
That's not how they made the thing? Here, look, there's a crack on this side, too.
No, that is definitely not.
No, that's part of the mug. Look, they got it on here.
I don't think so.
I know so. Oh, we're going to keep this hand. I could be wrong about taking the draw. They might have, like, I don't know, Liliana the Veil or something like that. Like, if they have Liliana, that's not good for us. We did not really see a lot of our opponent's deck. We saw, like, Knights, Whisperers, and crap like that. Beautiful.
Eggs Benedict on his way.
Kaya's like a bad Liliana the Veil in some ways. Ooh, Dark Confidant. That card makes sense.
Eggs Bobby Dick.
And now I'm thinking, do we just copy the Confidant? Why not? Let's copy the Confidant. Do we copy the Confidant? It's hilarious. Okay, I'll just keep playing cards.
All right, come on, Bobby.
There's Kaya.
Far off from casting it.
What are you talking about? Kaya's 3 mana.
Far off.
Yeah, they got it. So they can eat our Benthic Biomancer, but it's not that much different from Liliana the Veil. Like, right? It's like basically the same thing. And they're going to play Lingering Souls first instead.
Need them blockers. Mm-hmm.
And I'll attack. If they exchange half a Lingering Souls for a creature, I'm okay with that. Why can't I do it by yourself? What's the difference between passing priority and clicking OK? There is no difference.
Come on, Bobby.
Path to Exile. That's very rude to see. So now they can play Kaya and Path to Exile. Kaya's going to be pretty low on loyalty, though.
Bobby attacks. That's rare.
It's permanent, right? Exile, target, non-land permanent. So we will Phantasmal Image. We'll copy the Bob and pass. Let's see if this Bob can work for us. For us! Fatal Push. Okie dokie. Path to Exile, okay. Which is not good.
Doesn't give you the card.
No, well, it's because I know they have a Fatal Push in hand. We can't beat this Dark Confidant. We're going to lose to a Dark Confidant.
No.
We're definitely going to lose to this Dark Confidant. Oh yeah, the back end of the Lingering Souls is back. I guess I'll play Benthic Biomancer. It's going to get eaten by the Kaya, but like I can at least get a card out of it. Okay, more Cryptic Commands, which are not particularly useful. Baneslayer Angel, okay. So that's actually something that could make them lose a lot of life, in theory.
Tap all permanents and upkeep, draw a card.
No. It's not tap all permanents. It's tap all
whatever,
creatures.
Tap all creatures.
No, I'm going to wait for them to play more creatures. There's no reason to do it at upkeep. In fact, I think I'm going to let them attack once. I'm going to bounce the Baneslayer Angel. Okay, so first off, I have to get rid of this stupid Dark Confidant, or I have no chance of winning this game. I'll let Baneslayer hit. Then I'm going to bounce it at end of turn. Oh, Liliana the Veil. Okay, so now I'm going to counter bounce. Counter target spell. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Oh, hold on, cancel. Okay. Counter target spell, return target permanent. Choose target spell, target permanent, Baneslayer. I almost bounced my own island.
Blunder of the century.
Could have been.
Okay, stop it. Just stop it.
Oh, more Lilianas. This is awful. Liliana is planeswalker.deck. Well, if I knew about the Lilianas, I guess I would have taken the play. This card is bad. I should side out the Curse Catchers, though, because they get eaten up by Kaya. What to do? Well, looks like I'm going to get eaten by this deck, too. Exile target, no. But this isn't really the matchup I thought I would have to face. But it is a black-green. It's sort of like a black-green X deck. Counter target spell, draw a card. Okay, so now we've dealt with the Baneslayer Angel, but now I have no idea how to deal with a Liliana, the Last Hope, and a Kaya.
Hey, Bob.
Truth be told, the problem is a Dark Confidant drew like 6 cards. What is it, turn 8? Like, a Dark Confidant was unmatched for way too long, and I'm not playing with Dismember in this list. Yeah, and
your goose is cooked.
Yeah, my goose is cooked. Ah, that's fine. Hold on. Okay, let's see what they reveal. Thoughtseize. No, I'm not even gonna let you try. I'm not even gonna let you try. It's Cryptic Command. Merfolk got crushed, absolutely crushed in this matchup. Good cards in this matchup. Spreading Seas. Spreading Seas. The Spreading Seas that we do not have. Another good card in this matchup. Probably not Master of Waves. Actually, I would say Cryptic Command is on par with Master of Waves. If you can exhaust their hand, that would be good. But I wouldn't say Cryptic Command is good here. But Master of Waves is not good because all of their removal is meant to kill a Master of Waves, including the Liliana, the Last Hope. So I'm not going to say like... But Master of Waves probably would have won game 1. But our opponent flooded out, and we also flooded out. In this game, Dismember would be good. It seems to be that... I mean, at least I can Dismember a Shambling Vents, kill Dark Confidant, and their Baneslayer Angel. Anyway, that was game 2. Let's hope that I can salvage something going into game 3, 4, and 5. We lost the die roll. We're going to keep our hand, though. It's not fast, but at least it sort of curves out. Oh, excellent. That is exactly what I want to see on turn 1. Here they go. So Pluto Delta usually means Death Shadow these days. They have an Artless Island. Oh, here's the art. Visions of Beyond. Alright, so we're up against Mill.
Gary, is that you?
Is that you, Gary? Is there anyone out there named Gary that likes to play Mill? And in Crab? Yeah, we're up against Mill.
We should play with that Crab.
So here, well, okay, Cryptic Command's going to be very good in this matchup because they play with Ensnaring Bridge, and at least Cryptic Command can deal with that. I hate these damn triggers.
There's your Cryptic Command.
There's one of my Cryptic Commands. It's gone.
And it's gone.
Alright. We'll get in for 1 damage. If they want to block with the Crab, then I can adapt Benthic Biomancer. And it wouldn't be that bad. Wouldn't be that bad of a use of the turn. Actually, do you know what's better? I should just play Lord of Atlantis. I didn't think about that. I should play Lord of Atlantis into Mare-Regery, and then that could potentially give us a turn 4 kill. Whereas the way I'm doing this now, this is slow. This is just a lot slower. I may or may not have a turn 4 kill. Next turn attack for potentially 5. Well, we'll see what happens. Yield through this. I can't do anything, man. I hate these triggers. This is where we need MTG Arena, like, you know, capability on Magic the Gathering Online. There's just so many things that I can't do anything. Just pass through. I would prefer speed over anything else. So we're running out of cards.
That's usually how it goes.
Hopefully that doesn't matter. The deck does run Fatal Push.
Stop it. Just stop it.
Are you gonna Fatal Push something? Oh, you're gonna Murderous Cut my Mare-Regery? That's sick. I did not see that coming. Come on, let's pick up the pace. I hate decks with a lot of triggers that are taking forever to do things. This gameplay should go very quickly.
It should.
Oh no! We didn't draw anything. We drew a benthic biomancer at most. Another reason to have the Lord on the table. Deal more damage. So if I lose this game, it has more to do with the fact that I did not recognize that I have a potential turn 4 kill in my hand. Just in case I draw a Mutavault, I'm going to want to play it. So the problem is my opponent has cards. Like they didn't play a land. Oh man. We have a threat dense deck. In my opinion. Well, the good news is we can hard cast our Silvergill Adept next turn. Well, now they can fill their hand up with all sorts of goodies. So Field of Ruin actually takes out like so many cards out of our library because we're gonna like remove a basic land. Well, I guess like I can fail to find. I mean, I have to search. Oh, but then after I search, they can dump a bunch of cards. I'm done. I'm not taking a card out of my library. So they get another trigger. It's 3 cards, right? Yeah.
Crab's doing work. You can play with a crab. It's ocean life.
Technically. Alright, top 13 cards in my graveyard. Silvergill Adapt is going to be very painful. Alright, we lost all our cards. Alright. We lose game 1. Do we have a good matchup, though? I think so. Okay, so I think I can utilize Surgical Extraction. How am I supposed to use Surgical Extraction? They have Surgical Extraction in their deck, so they're going to try to Surgical something of mine. I can re-Surgical back. Okay, Relic is good to keep... What's it called at bay? Visions and Beyond. And also to attack, what's it called?
Visions of Beyond.
No, Visions of Beyond... And I guess just Surgical Extraction. What are cards I want to get rid of? Maybe Tectonic Edge? What do I want to take out? I don't really want to take out anything. Maybe I'm not going to... Maybe I'm going to put the relics back. Like, I think the deck is very well positioned. We got our early 1-drops. We've got Spell Pierce. We've got a hard counter in Cryptic Command. We have Lords. I'm not going to do anything. I could bring in maybe a few Hurkyl's Recalls just in case they play Ensnaring Bridge on us. But what do I even want to take out for that? Phantasmal Image? I'll take out 1 Tectonic Edge for a Hurkyl's Recall. That's it. I think the deck is very well positioned to beat it. Well, not with these hands. And they're playing with Thoughtseize and stuff like that. I'm gonna... I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna start off with Mutavault and slowly, I guess, work my way, get some damage in. Mutavault will be considered like a turn 1 creature. You know, something that I'm not used to, no, maybe I should just mulligan this, because you can always do better with the London Mulligan. The London Mulligan, like, rewards more aggressive mulliganing. And of all my interaction, this is the worst one, because it's the most situational.
Hey, if they play bridge, you don't want it.
I most definitely don't want it. So we got a little protection from... Oh, you know what? Relic of Progenitus could also deal with Murderous Cut. I guess I'm going to let that resolve. What is this for 2 blue mana? Oh yeah, Mesmeric Orb. Okay. Sure. I can also bounce that with Hercule's Recall.
Triggers.
Not my triggers. This is my trigger. That's pretty good. Mutavault can be considered a creature here. And I'm going to maximize the amount of damage that I can do by putting the Lord of Atlantis in play right now. This is 5. They're at 13. So if we draw a Lord, 7, 8, 11. It will be lethal if we draw a Lord. If we don't draw a Lord, it still doesn't matter. I want to maximize the amount of damage that I can do. Would you sleep more often?
He asked me at 9 p.m. to go help him. Totally left field. I had no idea. I knew I wasn't going to be getting into bed until 5 in the morning. And I told you on Monday I wasn't even going to do this today.
Well, then go to the Artist's Emporium.
It's no, because I didn't sleep. I had to help him.
My brother is sleep deprived. Absolutely sleep deprived. Well, after this, you can go.
No, it's going to be way too late. I was supposed to leave.
I mean, go to sleep.
No, what do you mean?
You can go to sleep after this round. I'm not holding a gun to your head.
Well, no, I mean, I still want to be here.
You got to find out what happens next. I feel like our opponent is asleep. This is a mill deck. Please, come on, let's go. This is not complicated. At least I don't think it's supposed to be complicated.
The only thing more basic than mill is Bogles, I guess.
I could draw Mararidgery, but it's much more likely I draw another Lord. Okay, that's fine. That looks good. Let's get in for the attack. For as much as we can attack. I can assume that the Lord of Atlantis is going to die to some sort of removal spell. So at least we get in for 5. Put our opponent down to 8. Trickster, unfortunately, is still not lethal.
Well, they'll reprint him as a 5/5. That'll help you out there. Murderous Cut.
Yeah, there's Murderous Cut. 5 damage, pass. Glimpse, the unthinkable. Well, that sucks. Field of Ruin is going to deal with one of our Mutavaults. So I'm going to counter this because I have a 2-turn clock anyway, and I need to save as many cards off the top of my library. Because I do have the Merfolk Trickster. So 2-turn clock. It's time to auto-yield this. No.
Lord.
If we'll have a Lord, then that means sacking the Chris Catcher was silly. I am going to... I guess I'm going to play the Lord. So that puts our opponent down to 2. Now if they have any way of dealing with the board, I kill them.
What if they made a seize claim, a 1 blue, Still 1 blue. Draws a card, but enchanted land becomes an island in addition to its other land types, so it doesn't actually lose anything.
Hold on, what? Say that again?
What if they made like a Seas Claim? A 1 blue.
Yeah.
Draws you a card, but to make it fair, enchanted land becomes an island in addition to its other land type.
You're naming an exact card that exists. But it's not an enchantment, it's a sorcery. It puts a flood counter on the card. It's called Aquatex Will.
Does it draw you a card?
It draws you a card.
So why don't you
And
play
it's because the reason we play with Seas Claim and Spreading Seas is to also nail Tron. But, you know, some people have mission briefing. What are they doing with this? Okay, mission briefed. I guess they're going to find Visions of Beyond. The reason we traditionally didn't play it was because it doesn't affect Tron or Jund or Abzan or any of those other decks.
Oh, you just need an island walk.
What is this? Crypt Incursion. Oh no. So they're going to gain 1,000,000 life off of this. I can't. That's why you play Relic. You know, it's been a long time since I've been up against Mill. A long time. But I knew... I remember that there was some reason you want Relic really badly. Okay, so if we chain a bunch of Lords together, we can still destroy our opponent. It's not happening, though. If we could draw a Lord there, then that would be good. I think that would be enough to get a kill by next turn. No! Stop it.
Is it too much to ask you to just stop?
Yeah, I could just stop. Uh-oh, we're going to get double the problems here.
Well, you can bounce both of them.
Well, they do have Ensnaring Bridge in their deck, so I do have to hold on to this. I'm going to lose 8 cards. Mutavault's actually a bit of a liability.
Whew.
They were done before my Ether Valve made it to the stack. Attacking for 8 otherwise.
Just stop it.
I will fail to find. Done. I should actually see what I had left in my deck. Okay, 3-turn clock. Which is not strong. And it looks like I will have to get eaten up by one of these. How many Ensnaring Bridges are hitting the graveyard? How many would you play in your deck? You would definitely bring in some.
Maybe he'll just play it right now. And we can be over with it.
Well, that wouldn't be good if they play it right now. Because I don't have any way to beat it. Mission briefing. On what? Damnation? Okay. I'm guessing they're going to hit Damnation. They might hit Dismember. At least I have a Spell Pierce. Maybe they'll choose Collective Brutality. Yep, they choose Damnation. That's not enough to get out of range.
Sorry.
1, 2... Okay, I gotta be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 cards. 1 Glimpse, the Unthinkable would kill me. Mission Brief would also kill me. But they could replay both of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh, I can't even rep a Lord to beat them next turn. Most damage I can do is 11. Okay, I'm just going to risk it. I will Hercule's Recall at the end of my turn. Can't tell if my draws have been poor or good.
Because half of it's just gone into the vortex.
Yeah. Like, I could have really used a creature there. Now, how many lands are they gonna lose? Maybe we can make them lose on cards. They have less cards than us. You got the glimpse? Okie dokie.
Empty-handed.
They didn't gain any life, though. How much is this? This is going to be 6 cards going into the graveyard. They're going to lose 4 cards.
Rip a lord, you win.
Six go to 3. Sure. I don't know if this is smart. No. Yes. So I have 2 cards left in my deck. What's in my deck? Okay. Maybe this is what's taking so long from our opponent. Nikachu's Graveyard. How many lords are... Okay, so I'll just count how many lords are left in the deck. 1, 2... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... What?
You missed the Lord of Atlantis.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, there are no lords left in my deck. So what is in my deck?
1 drops.
Well, whatever. I guess we're just going to attack for 4. They can't use their fetch land anymore. That's the plus side. Hopefully there's nothing useful that they can draw. 2 ensnaring bridges. So what else is in their deck? They got Glimpse, Hedron Crab. This is basically their entire deck. Inquisitions, Crypt Incursion. How many mission briefings have they used? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they've used all the mission briefings, so don't have to be afraid of that. How about the glimpses? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're clear to win. How many crabs have they used? 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, all the mill cards are in the graveyard. I don't know how they win. I think they're assuming they're going to win beating us through milling, but we've got the Hercules Recall. The one-averse Hercules Recall. Okay, so actually, we have to bring in Relic. It's good for... Actually, we don't have to bring in Relic, but we should bring in Relic. I'll see what we can cut. It's good against Mission Briefing. It's good against Crypt Incursion. It's good against... what's it called? The 5...
Damnation?
No. It's not good against that.
The thing that gained him a bunch of life?
No. Oh, they got Knight of Souls Betrayal. That's evil, too. Okay, that's good to know. Although it's pretty bad in this matchup. Murderous Cut. Although it looks like they only have 1 Murderous Cut. Now I think our opponent thought that we gave up. No, we did not give up. We were doing the calculations. Calculations are correct. I don't think they have any other way to win. So we're going to attack for 4, put them down to 1. Violin, Benthic, Biomancer. And then that's it. And even if they top deck, I don't know, Ensnaring Bridge. They might have more Ensnaring Bridges in their deck. We're going to find out at their upkeep. Doing be really good right now. Mare Regery tapping their permanents to make them, tapping their permanents, make them mill themselves even more.
That'd be pretty sweet.
So the thing is, Relic interacts, but the question is, do I really want? Do I need it? Do I need it to interact? Like I said, I think the matchup is good. I think the matchup is good. Just counter some removal spells, or just try to exhaust them.
I think Chalice of the Void would whip the shit out of this deck.
I don't think so. They just play Ensnaring Bridge and we lose. Everyone thinks Chalice is the answer to everything.
Well, it
It's
is.
the answer to life. Okay, what went in? Another Mesmeric Orb?
Okay, you might want to, yeah. Ba-ba-da-ba. Sorry, fool.
Guess I'll leave them both here. They might resign here.
Ha!
I've conceded from the game. Excellent. Okay, so is there anything that I can replace? I could get rid of... Don't really want to get rid... Well, I could get rid of some Curse Catchers. They've got Knight of Souls Betrayal, apparently. Phantasmal Image might be weak. I don't really want to remove anything. The one of Hercule's Recall did save us. It did save us. Make no mistake. Okay, we're just going to submit this anyway. I don't care. I don't care about mission briefing. It's a really clunky card. Basically, Spell Pierce is like the anti-mission briefing. Great.
You gotta be more aggressive with that mulliganing. London mulliganing encourages it.
Yeah. Alright, their opponent keep?
You're not gonna like what you see.
Really? Nothing changed. What's with this league? Okay, we can keep this. We'll put Hercule's Recall on the bottom. Guess we'll put Spell Pierce on the bottom.
What does that land do?
It's got Hideaway. You may play the exile card without paying its mana cost if the library has 20 or fewer cards in it. Great. So when it enters the battlefield, they put a card face down from the top of their library here. Then they can play it if a library has 20 or less cards in it.
What a gamble.
Okay, come on!
You should say in the chat, come on, stupid.
I do want them to get it going. Okay, I'll start with Benthic Biomancer. Maybe even adapt them next turn. Playing Phantasmal Image could just lose to some sort of removal spell. That's a good reason I have Curse Catcher out in turn 1. Took out my Spell Pierces. Okay, we're just going to attack for 1, I guess. Oh no. Whatever, I guess we're going to attack for 1. Play Curse Catcher. Getting to Knight of Souls Betrayal mana. That's scary. Another Glimpse? Discarding Damnation, that's scary. They're using all the modes. No, not all the modes. Okay, they're going to look at my hand. They're going to see nothing. Okay, if Mariegery can live to the next turn, I think
It's gonna be pretty hot.
we're gonna be in good shape. Draw a card. Do you want? Oh, do I want?
Might as well.
What if you have another damnation? If a graveyard has 20 or more cards, what do we have in the graveyard? Graveyard has 11. No, we're gonna let that resolve. Not worth it. Go, Curse Catcher, go! Do it! For England!
James.
Maybe they're going to play Knight of Soul's Betrayal here. Which
What
could win the game.
does that card do?
All creatures get -1/-1. Mission briefing for... Okay. This can't go wrong. Because even if they play like Collective Brutality, I can... Oh, but they could have found something else, I guess. If they play Collective Brutality, I can just counter it with Curse Catcher. But maybe that's the plan. So in a way, I'm hoping we draw a land so that we can copy with Phantasmal Image. We do not. Oh, I can't even play the Silvergill Adept. I don't have a Merfolk in hand. La-di-da. Alright, let's go. I cannot take advantage of Mariegery triggers.
Yet.
Visions of Beyond. Just one mana cantrip. Crab. Alright. Crabby life. How many cryptics are in the graveyard? None. So we're not too weak to Ensnaring Bridge.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. So can we win from here? What can we do? For a 13. Okay, we've got lethal, assuming our opponent cannot interact with the board. Considering... Oh, I should have played Silvergill Adept first.
Yeah.
Whatever. Should be enough. I knew this was good enough.
The power.
All right, we won the match. Excellent. So I know Merfolk has a good matchup against Mill. We saw it in practice. Even to a mulligan to 5, it still has a good matchup. But we don't want a mulligan to 5. We don't. We got the London mulligan, but we still don't want a mulligan to 5. All right, so that was round 3. We're going to go move to round 4. We lost the die roll. It's too bad. Sort of a nice hand here. But it's okay. We're going to keep. Ramanap Ruins. Is it... Oh, I guess it's Mono Red Phoenix without a 1-drop. What the hell is this?
What's that?
That was expensive. Huh?
What's that in their avatar?
A bird. I think maybe it's Birds of Paradise. I'm not sure. Pyretic Ritual. Legion War Boss. All right. Oh, we're up against a fast opponent this time. That's for sure. Okay, so how does this work? At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 token. That token gains haste. Whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature with lesser power. I don't know how to best use Merfolk Trickster against this card.
At upkeep. Always at upkeep.
Attacks this combat if able. Like, I would love to try to trick the war boss into attacking, but what if they don't attack and then the goblins just keep getting bigger? That's not good. We keep drawing cards. Guess I'll play Lord of Atlantis. Does this thinking? Can this thing get bigger? Cannot. Okay, so I'm gonna be on defense. I'm gonna be on defense for a few turns.
The big D.
The big D. Because we can either eat up the war boss. Okay, whatever. That's... I don't understand that.
He's afraid.
Apparently afraid of the Merfolk Trickster. Goblin! Hazaret? Oh, Chandra. Well, this is all problematic. Okay, so now how do we beat this Legion war boss?
Well, you can't reason with it. It only understands one thing, violence.
How many cards left?
Tap team, draw card.
I'm just going to play this. Tap team, draw a card does not work when I'm behind. Works when I'm ahead. But I can play... If I play the Mararegery here... Okay, good. That looks useless. I can... Well, first I can at least eat one of the goblin tokens. Still take 5. But the point is I can play a Master of the Pearl Trident anyway. Untap and I'll have Cryptic Command open. No, my life total can't get too low. Ramanap Runes is online. Take 6, go to 6. Another Chandra. Chalice on 2. That will be a problem.
You can bounce it though.
Tap, bounce. Okay. Chalice on 2 is good. Okay, we'll attack Chandra.
Fluffy wolf. Finally somebody with a good name. Oh.
So I can tap bounce this Chalice. But it doesn't get me anywhere. They just replay it and I draw a card, so it's better that I just... Oh, maybe it does matter. Fortunately, I cannot Tectonic Edge bounce. I guess we're just going to still tap all creatures. Is it the same? No, I think getting an extra card matters more than stopping our opponent for one turn. There we go! Come on, I don't know, Phantasmal Image. More Cryptic Commands. More Cryptic Commands will do it. That is not a Cryptic Command. Just be told our opponent just had too many Dismembers. For one, they were just way too mana efficient. He started off turn 1 Dismember, another Dismember, and a Chandra. What is it? Maybe was there an opportunity I could like eat this war boss? I guess it doesn't matter now.
Eat it for dinner.
Oh yeah, we're dead. Alright, moving on to game 2. I feel very comfortable though in this matchup. Doesn't look like we have a lot to work with. Probably bring in 2 Spreading Seizes. Yeah, we can bring in 2 Spreading Seizes. I think that would be enough. Or maybe not. Maybe, I like the Spell Pierces. They look really well positioned. Yeah, I'm just going to keep this as it is. I don't think I need anything. They won because they were on the play and they had a really mana efficient hand. So would love to play first. Tempo is going to be everything. Yeah, we can keep this. Sure. Oh, how many times are they mulliganing?
Zilch.
They didn't mulligan at all that game?
I would have told you.
Let's see. Is it going to be turn 1 War Boss again? That's what the deck is meant to do. I do get it. Alright, that's fine. That hardly does anything to us. There's actually the possibility of playing the Trickster instead. I didn't think about that. That was possible too.
You should be able to pay real money to tick Chalice up. $5 a turn.
Creatures entering the battlefield don't cause anything to trigger, so that will make...
Trickster.
Please do not have Anger of the Gods. That would be backbreaking. Yeah, it makes Trickster and Silvergill Adept worse. Ugh.
Are you a god?
I could have... There was some room to play around that card. Because I could have just held up Merfolk Trickster, waited to get another land, and then play Lord Phantasmal Image. Although it's still not perfect. And I think I'm going to try to transform this Phantasmal Image into the Mutavault. If I can. So I'll attack first, let damage go through. Okay, they're braiding that, that's fine. It's the worst card to take, to hit.
Don't tell him that.
We create a Mutavault. Okay.
Ooh.
It's not really useful.
No, it's not.
I'm wondering if this deck plays Ensnaring Bridge though, because they can use it like Legion Warboss. Well, yeah, Legion Warboss. I mean, it wouldn't be perfect, but it would be okay. Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
I was kind of
Totally forgot about that. Okay, we look stupid.
good.
We still win anyway. We're just flexing. we knew we were gonna win. But now we're on the draw. It's a lot tougher on the draw.
Especially when they get everything they need.
Submit again. Yeah. I still want to keep Spell Pierce. I mean, even to hit a turn 2 Chalice would be good. I want to counter their rituals. Yeah, I'll keep this. I might not even play Ether Vial on turn 1. I'll think about it.
Mountain, of course.
So typical.
Yeah, hold off.
Yeah, I'm going to hold off. Why not? I'm going to hold off. This is going to be the game where I hold off.
Darn it.
There. That could have negated our Ether Vial.
Oh, it only protects creatures.
Alright. You have permission to play Chalice on 1. Because it's outright useless now.
Should have a card like that for
Oh, the Ensnaring Bridge. Alright. I knew it! I could feel it. That's okay. We've got Cryptic Command in the deck.
somewhere.
Somewhere we're gonna look for it. With Benthic Bomb. There it is. Oh, by the way, you can't eat. I can still attack with this guy. All right, now you gotta empty your hand.
And fast.
Wonder if they'll name Benthic Biomancer. Technically, this thing can look for answers. Okay. I'm gonna play Trickster at end of turn. Okay. If they can't empty their hand, I'm just gonna kill them with all this crap. Come on, lands. I would like some land drops. Okay, there we go. That's good.
Insurance.
I'm probably going to activate this Benthic Biomancer at some point to help draw cards. To help draw into that fourth land that we need. Sure. Chalice on 2.
All right.
It will be a lot harder to get creatures in play otherwise. Well, this Benthic Biomancer now cannot attack. Okay. I think I'm going to let this resolve. And hope our opponent does not have Anger of the Gods. If they do, well, we need to figure out another plan. So the plan is play Mararegery. And then Cryptic bounce something. They actually don't have the mana for Anger of the Gods. Okay, so we've got that. So we'll dump the Trickster. But I feel pretty comfortable here. Just don't have anger, and you're ripping a mountain. Uh-oh, there's a red source. That's fine. That doesn't do anything. All right, you lose. Cryptic Command has done it. It's earning its spot in this deck. Got 11 power on board, exactly. Got its second Cryptic Command. Return to our opponent to his owner's hand. Draw a card. Got him.
Good night.
That the Cryptic Command has done it. This is why I have the card in the deck to beat these stupid jank ensnaring bridge decks.
Sorry, Fluffy Wolf.
But is it worth it? I mean, I would have certainly lost this match if it wasn't for Cryptic Command. I mean, Cryptic Command I think is better than Echoing Truth. I think. I mean, look at this. They got Chalice on 2, so they would have thought, hey, you got Echoing Truth? No good. Chalice on 2. Well, anyway, we won that one, so we're making a comeback in this league. So I'll see you in round 5. We won the die roll. I'm happy. No 1-drop, but we'll keep it.
Sven's feeder Sven.
Misty Rainforest. You don't see that these days. What is this, Infect? I don't have the greatest hand against Infect. Delver. I have not seen you in a many moon. Alright, well, we got Lords. That is good.
I don't think I've ever seen you lose against this deck. Makes me
I don't know if you've ever seen me play against this deck.
Oh, no. I've seen you play a lot. Oh, it flips.
Serum Visions. Blind Flip. Always lucky. Is this foil? Is it like non-foil on one? Oh, I guess both sides are foil. Rug Delver. Trying to bring Legacy to Modern. I see. So the most important thing for our hand is to draw a fourth land, an island specifically. Against these sort of decks, against Delver, you cannot, like, remember how we lost against humans? It was because we were playing one thing a turn when our opponent was playing things with lands and their Ether Vials. We got completely tempoed out. The same thing with this matchup. You will not beat it playing one thing a turn, because they're playing 2 cards a turn. They're going to play Goyf? Here comes Goyf. Okay.
It's a big boy.
Okay, I drew the land. That's good. Let's attack. Whenever I bluff and do this, they never block. They're still not blocking.
They know.
I guess so. Anyway, I will play a Trickster on their turn. Maybe I should have tried to Trickster this thing at upkeep. Nah, maybe Goyf can get big enough, in theory.
Well, he's got some room to grow. So grow and go.
They are definitely suspicious that I have a Lord in hand. If I play Trickster now, the only thing that can counter it is a... What's it called? Spell Snare?
Or Stubborn now.
No, not Stubborn now. That's not creature spells. Yeah, I think I'm going to play this thing right now before they draw a card. If they play, say... This is worth 3 damage, but this is at most 3 damage as well. So I'll slow down this thing. Like, some might say, yeah, well... Some might say, well, why don't you try to trick the Goyf? Like, try to trick it in combat. But I think after I attacked with the Silvergill Adept, they knew that I had Merfolk Trickster, and they weren't going to play into that. Like, if they were going to act like a dummy, they would have blocked my Silvergill Adept in the first place. So 1 card on the bottom and 1 card on top. We will not block this. Soul Scar Mage. Okay, that's fine. Because we have 2 Lords. 2 Soul... Okay, that may not be fine. That's a lot of damage. Holy crap. Alright. Hopefully you can't kill me. This is what, 8? If they have 1 removal spell, that's fine. If they have 2 removal spells, we're dead. Maybe still not necessarily. We do have this Cryptic Command. We can attack for 4 twice. That's possible. 4, 8, 11, 15. There's a world where they do deal 15 damage. They have to play... Oh, maybe not. They only have 4 cards in hand. They can't play them all. Oh, no, that's possible. Okay, land, 3 spells. That would do it. Oh, well, then I'm not shy. I'm not blocking. And I just hope that my lords survive to the next turn.
No, stop it.
Yeah, Wizard's Lightning. Oh, at me! Oh, you know what? I didn't think about that. So do we still die? I go to 9. 9. Yeah. Holy crap, Atarka's Command. Oh yeah, we got super crushed. Okay. Okay. Up against Delver.
I've never seen you lose against Delver. Or maybe that was just a vanilla Delver all those times.
This is Rug Delver. And that was also a good hand. 2 Soulscar Mages. do want to remove... Okay, Spreading Seas not necessary. They already have islands. Relic, maybe. They have Goyf. I don't really feel like I want to take out any of these cards. I actually like... Again, I just like the main deck. Like all these cards. These are good cards. Like, maybe bring in some relics, but I don't think it's necessary.
Shuts down that Goyf.
I need Spell Pierces for their... do you know what I guess I could do? Take out a tech... Well, maybe if we have time. Take out a Tectonic Edge, bring in a relic. I'm willing to make our deck a little bit more threat dense.
Once you hit submit deck, that should be it.
Yes, we do want to play first. And we will keep this. Our opponent also blind flipped their Delver, which did not help our cause.
Bleep.
This Spell Pierce will eat a Serum Visions if I could get it, but it looks like it's going to be Soulscar Mage on turn 1. Guess I'm going to play Biomancer. Hold up Spell Pierce. The other option was to play Merfolk Trickster, but I don't think a lot of counters can go from the Soulscar Mage right now. Like, there can't be that many prowess triggers. And if my opponent decides to play, like, Tarmogoyf, that would be a problem.
There's the visions.
I'll counter it. Just so that Spell Pierce doesn't rot in my hand. And who knows, maybe my opponent's hand is not even very good. Soulscar Mage certainly is good against us. Anything with prowess. Or like this stupid 1/2 creature. 1/2 creature with prowess is very difficult for a Merfolk to beat. Ooh, Trickster is great.
Merfolk should get prowess. There should be a Merfolk that gets prowess when you cast Merfolk cards.
I should hold on to this Mutavault. There's no point in playing it right now. Anyway, so we'll attempt to tap down this Soulscar Mage on their turn. While adding to the board, and eventually maybe this Mutavault can help. Well, I don't really want to pump up the Biomancer. I'd rather just attack with the Mutavault, I guess. To some degree, I do think this matchup is tough because they're very mana efficient. They're a deck full of 1 mana spells. Our deck is full of 2 mana spells. It's very hard to compete on that axis. What do they do with the last Serum Visions? Put 2 cards on top of their library. So they're going to draw one of them right now. But look at all these triggers that they're getting on the Soulscar Mage. They're all going to get neutered by our Merfolk Trickster.
Oh, come on, dummy. It ain't rocket science.
Their position might be tough too. They played a land drop every single turn, which means like there's no sign that their hand is full of gas. They could have a bunch of lands, a Soulscar Mage and a bunch of cantrips, Serum Visions into Serum Visions into Serum Visions. Hold on, is it on me? It is on me. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna apologize to my opponent. I thought I thought it was they had priority.
Should the screen just flash bright colors?
Maybe.
When it's your turn to do something.
Maybe. It's possible. So they put a card on top and a card on the bottom. And if they Wizard's Lightning here, that's fine as well. There's another trigger. That's three prowess triggers that are not going to our face. It's just, that's perfectly fine with me. I know this doesn't deal a lot of damage, but we're still going to be on the Merfolk Trickster plan.
It's a good plan.
Just stalling as much damage as possible. They can use all their removal spells, but not going to be good enough. Well, in this case... Are you going to do something about it? Oh, now you've got Spell Snare. Okay, that's sneaky. Okay, so now no sorcery speed triggers are going to get hit us. Mutagenic growth. Okay, that's fine.
You should be playing with those.
I have.
Once. I mean permanently.
This is what, this is going to be 5 damage. 13 life is still pretty healthy. Come on, land. That's a really bad card with our mana base. Spell Pierce and Mutavault are like such non-bows, like serious non-bows. Well, I gotta start putting creatures on the board. But this is the danger. We're entering 1 spell a turn mode, and they're entering like 2 to 3 to 4 spells a turn mode. They could kill us here. Vapor Snag, yeah. I mean, we cannot beat this sort of plan. Does this help at all? Not really. We have to really hope that these last 2 cards are like, I don't know, complete donuts. What can I can't even copy anything with this. Nothing useful.
We'll try to exchange the Spell Pierce with the Bottom Answer. Maybe you'll get that land you need.
Am I far enough behind for that? Okay, let's say I draw that land. Does it help? I could play a Lord, tack for 2, they go to 8, and then if that land actually is on top of my library, then I win anyway by playing a Lord and attacking for the win. So I'm just going to play a Lord and hope they can interact with this. I don't know what they have in their hand, but I can't block. I know they're going to attack me for a lot. Okay, get to Lava Runner. You're gonna have haste. So what does it take? 1 Wizard's Lightning won't kill me. Well, not if it goes to my face, but if it goes to the Lord, it can effectively kill me. See, again, our opponent's playing 2 spells a turn, and we're only playing 1. Well, we're not dead. That is a good thing. We're not dead. We go to 4. Unless our opponent plays like Vapor Snag here. Or that. Oh, okay, we're dead. Oh. That's exactly 10. Alright, we lose.
Dang.
Pretty crappy game. That's very disappointing. I think I don't think the matchup should be that bad. Well, what can I say about this? We lost in a very similar way that we lost to humans. Like, this is we lost in the identical way. Even if we had Master of Waves, wouldn't even matter. We didn't even have 4 lands. And we didn't drop Cryptic Command anyway. It's very disappointing. So 2-3 with Cryptic Command Merfolk. Let's go look back at the deck list. It's a new league. It's a brand new world. So one thing, and I have, well, okay, the clunkiness happened because of Mutavault. At least in that last game. We could play like Spell Pierce at the same time. And that would help a lot. Like, just to counter one Wizard's Lightning would be a big deal. What else could have helped us? Well, we have less ways of drawing cards. Spreading Seas would do that. But I don't want to play that early. But the point is, okay, so we lost to humans because we were somehow clunky. We were not drawing as many cards. I will say this. If I want to change one thing, I'd put in the 4th Aether Vial. With the new Mulligan rule, like, let's just go to 20 lands, play with 4 Aether Vials. We need the Aether Vial versus, like, humans. We need the Aether Vial versus those Delver decks. I would put the 4th Aether Vial back in. Like Phoenix, I can go into the long game. That's not a big deal. But there is no long game with decks like humans. So I think we need that 4th Aether Vial. Other things, I don't know if we need Cryptic Command. Like, it's a good card. It definitely helped us against... What was it? It helped us a lot against...
Bridge.
The red deck. Helps a lot against the red deck. Did we bounce a bridge against Mill?
Yeah.
I don't think so. We bounced a bridge against them on a red deck.
Oh. What was it, Mill?
They had bridge in the deck. Well, okay. In theory, Cryptic Command was good against Mill because they did have bridge in their deck. They milled a few of them. They milled them into the graveyard, and we got to see them. So maybe as a 2-of? I'm not sure. I'm not even sure about Spell Pierce.
Spell Pierce is always good.
Unless you can't cast it. I'm getting more and more frustrated with Mutavault. Like, you see in these games how much I need the blue mana. Like, these decks of old with Spreading Seas and Relic in the main deck and Dismember could make use of Mutavault, but, like, Mutavault is getting less and less useful for blue mana. Like, we're so hungry for blue mana. I definitely lost games today because this Mutavault was just a colorless source that we couldn't use. So this was the most disappointing finish with the Cryptic Command Merfolk deck. But the metagame has changed. It's more aggressive.
It's going to change wildly soon.
When Modern Horizons comes out, it'll change even more wildly. I will work more though on Merfolk. Well, I'll see what I can do. I don't know if Cryptic Command will stay in the main deck. Probably it's going to move to the sideboard. I would like to have a more, or maybe I'll have 2 in the main deck. I don't know, as a just in case sort of card. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll see what happens. So anyway, we're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. We're also going to thank themanabase.com for being our sponsor. This has been Nikachu with his brother playing with Cryptic Command Merfolk in Modern.